What is up, guys? I wanted to take a little bit of time today to explain, in my opinion, one of the best and most beneficial workouts that you can do in the gym. I've heard many people say, I don't know, I haven't validated this yet, but there's no other workout that simultaneously works as many muscles in your body as this. So it's super important. The only catch-22 is that it's pretty intimidating to a lot of people because it is one that if you're not using proper form and proper technique, people have a tendency to get injured, and there could be some long-term negative effects. So what I want to do is I wanted to make a little video to show you some cues, show you some proper form that you can watch, that you can look back at as you're doing your workouts, because just because it's hard doesn't mean I don't want you to do it. I want you to push yourself, I want you to do it. I want you to video yourself, watch your form, watch your technique, because if you can master this workout, it will revolutionize your training. So today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a few different videos showing you a few different angles of good form and bad form on a deadlift. How to do it, I'm gonna talk you through it, and do everything that I can to make sure that you feel 100% comfortable when you're in the gym by yourself doing this, okay? Stay tuned. All right, so here's one of the other cues that I got wrong for most of the years that I was deadlifting. When I changed it to put my body in a little bit better position, as you can see right now, my feet are in the proper position for deadlift. That bar is splitting the feet in half, which allows the bar to come up and down in a more straight range of motion. Okay, the way that we used to teach people is to walk all the way into that bar. I used to tell people all the time, if your shins aren't bleeding, then you're not deadlifting right. That's not really true. Does it work? Yes. Are you gonna hurt yourself? Probably not, other than tearing up your shins. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna make that bar follow a crooked path, and it's not going to be the best range of motion for the workout. So make sure that you're splitting your feet in half. When you're doing those deadlifts, you want your feet about shoulder width apart. Let's see if I can bend down and do this. My hands usually go right outside of my legs as I'm doing my deadlift. So those are three important cues that you can add to your deadlift routine that you talk about in your head when you're doing them, okay? So from the side view, I want to talk about a few important cues, being one, you want your back to be nice and straight, and two, you want to be as tight as you can on that bar. No loose arms, no wiggling. You want to be nice and tight with a straight back. For the second video, I wanted to show you a couple of the most common form problems that we see. The first is that my back is super arched. My shoulders are forward, causing me to lean forward into that bar, which is going to throw off my range of motion. The second part is that I'm doing what they refer to as squatting your deadlift, which means I'm dropping my butt super low into that deadlift, which just increases my range of motion and makes the workout a lot harder and a lot longer than it needs to be. Because we all have different body types, the deadlift is going to look different for everybody, but as long as you stick to these basic cues, you're going to be okay. Remember, feet shoulder width apart, split your feet in half with the bar, stay high and tight on that bar, and do your best not to arch your back. As you can see, there's a lot of things to think about when you're doing your deadlifts, but they're not really as intimidating as they look. You can hurt yourself, but as long as you start with lightweight and you work your way up, you focus on building a good foundation with form, taking things slow on the way up, you're gonna be just fine, okay? Keep watching this video, keep going over those cues in your mind, film yourself, watch yourself, and don't give up. It's a long process, it's a slow process, but it's totally worth it.